Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. I'm Joni with Vintagerous, and I'm here to do part two of the most amazing jewelry haul. I bought some stuff from an auction of a fellow who was a very, very avid picker. And then he passed away, and his family kept his stuff in storage for 25 years. So some of this stuff is Victorian, some is mid-century. It kind of is a bit of a mixture. So I hope you really enjoy this. So without further ado, I'll start off and I'll tell you sort of what I'm planning to do with the piece, if I'm going to bring it to a live sale or if I'm going to, put it up on Etsy, because I also have an Etsy store. If you haven't checked out my Etsy store, please do. The prices on Etsy include shipping to both Canada and the US. So that's kind of something to keep in mind when you hear the prices that I'm going to be quoting. These are prices of just the item and not the item plus shipping. Okay. So this is a bit of a random mix, I'll warn you. Even starting off, the first thing that I found in this lot was a Sid Vicious button. Let's get it nice and close so you can see it here. Oh, it was focusing a second ago. Of course, now when I'm live, there we go. So Sid Vicious, 1957 to 1979. It is rusty on the back. This is an older piece. And then with this one, there was a little Boy George pin as well. Again, an older one. So I'll probably put the slot of two buttons in my $5 section of my live sales. We'll see. The other thing that's coming up that I'm going to be doing is Trusty Huckster is going to have a drop sale, and I'm going to be the last store on the list. And I plan to bring stuff from this auction, or from this video, sorry, to that drop sale. So anything that you see, there are a lot of the things that you see here, about 15 of them will go to that sale. So this was the next thing. So it's some shell buttons. Let me just get that to focus again too. Some shell buttons that are all sort of strung together. You can see how they kind of threaded them together to keep them together. So I don't know how many are on here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Well, I'm guessing, a dozen or 2 dozen, I mean. But they're really quite nice little buttons, little shank buttons. Okay. So that'll be another $5 item probably in one of maybe my upcoming sale on Tuesday. I might put that on Tuesday. Let's see. Then, again, random. This isn't really jewelry per se, but it is made from somebody that makes jewelry, and that is Swarovski crystal. So it's a little bunny rabbit. It's hard to show because he's tiny. Little bunny rabbit. Now, he has a little bit of roughness on one of the ears, I noticed, but pretty good condition considering that he was, just lumped in a little lot of other things. It's a cute little crystal bunny. Now, he's probably going to go for about $29 in a live sale. Probably, maybe with the Trusty Huckster. That one I'll put in the Trusty Huckster pile. And that sale is going to be next Sunday. And I believe my slot is 10:30 p.m. Eastern, which would be 7:30 p.m. Pacific if you are going to attend. Now, this next one I'm going to have to do some more research on. It could be faux ivory, it might be true ivory, but it's a set, and I'm not sure what that fortune, if that means good fortune or what that symbol means. I'll have to check with my Chinese friends. And it has matching earrings as well. So I look at it to sort of see, I believe that ivory, you can sort of see some striations. It does look like it's been carved, like there is texture on the back, but hard to know. So if you've got any tips on how to know what, I believe you stick a pot pin, but I'm going to have to look it up. And that will probably go up on Etsy once I figure it out, unless it's ivory. Of course, I can't sell ivory if it is ivory. The next thing I have, and this will go up in a different sale that I'm planning to do sort of weird. I'm in talks to do a craft supply sale. And so if that comes up, these are going to be in that sale. And so they're like cabochons that are like the courting couple. They are porcelain and they're kind of marked in the back. You can see these are really old stock of, you know, you can look at the back of this one too, right? Really neat. So really old. Are they hand painted? How can I tell? Hard to tell. Yeah, hard to tell. But they're still cool. So one's oval and one is round. So I thought that's kind of fun. So that'll go in a different pile here. Okay. This next piece is, I think it's just gorgeous. Victorian agate brooch. And I'm looking to price this at around $28, something like that. I might try it in a live sale and see. If not, I'll put it up on Etsy, but isn't it gorgeous? So just to give you a sense of size. And it's true, you know, Victorian with the C sort of ring clasp at the end there. You know, the pin sticking out past the brooch. That's very Victorian. But I just love the agate in this one. Isn't this gorgeous? So do tell me in the comments what you think of this. Like, is there pieces that you really like? Are there pieces that aren't in your taste at all? I'd love to know either way, because it's interesting for me, you know, to learn what you like. Okay. The next thing I've got here is some cufflinks. And these cufflinks are quite fun. I'm guessing they're from the 50s. Oh, I didn't notice they were marked. Let me just look with my loupe here to see what they're marked with. Where did I see a signature? There we go. Oh, they're swank. Ooh, oh, that changes things. They're swank. That's a really good brand. So they're golf club bags, right? Really cool, like silver golf club bags. Really neat, kind of fun, right? Especially if you know of a golfer. Especially if you know of like a golfer groom, right? Because often cufflinks, you wear cufflinks at a wedding, and wouldn't that be fun to have, you know, if it was a vintage wedding, to have vintage cufflinks. So I'm going to have to do a bit more research on those before I bring them to a live sale. But if you know, anything you see too that you really like, you know, you can send me an offer. I really appreciate if you do a little bit of research so you know that it's a fair price before you offer it. And yeah, we can do some negotiating over email. So the next set is also cufflinks, but it's cufflinks and a tie clip, and they are tiger eye cufflinks. And then this is the tie clip. And they're kind of like, you know, a gold tone metal that's worn a bit, you know, so you see the sort of silver tone metal underneath a little bit on them. So they, you know, they show their age, but they're very cool, very 50s. I was thinking for this set, I was thinking $29 for this set. So that's what I'm thinking. That one I'll probably bring to a live sale. Then this is kind of neat. Is this the next thing? Yes, miniature lock. Again, this is part of the randomness of this lot. So it's a little tiny lock. But the weird thing with it is, you can tell it's a lock. It's like a functioning lock. You can kind of see, you know, that it's, you know, got a hinge and all of the rest of the good parts. But look at this. There's no part for a key. Does anybody know? Are you supposed to push something up into that hole? Just thought that was very weird. And it's very patinaed brass, you know? So it's again something that I need to do a bit more research on. And this is it. I love it when you guys help me research things. The last haul, part 1, I had this weird thing that was in the lot that I thought maybe was a horse's bridle or something. Turns out to be a cowboy boot kind of attachment. So thank you to whoever it was that let me know of that in the comments for my lap part 1, because that was really, really helpful. So I'll probably just throw it in a craft lot somewhere, and maybe somebody can take the elements from it and use it in some kind of a craft project. Here's another set of cufflinks. It's another set of cufflinks and a tie clip as well. And I think this is more of a marriage than a set. I don't know. It's hard to tell because, I mean, they do have some of the same, you know, kind of look to them, like this one here. If you look at the cufflink, right, it's got that kind of engraved little flower at the top. And then if you look at this, there's some sort of engraved pieces on there. Do you see that? So I'm putting them together because I think, you know, it's nice to have a set like that. This one is number 40. So I think I've got this marked down as a $5 item for, you know, my $5 part of my live sale, probably on Tuesday. Number 41. Okay, so that is a Victorian pen. This is interesting, this one. Have a look at this and tell me what you think. If you know of anything, it's I don't know if it's meant to be a tie pin, maybe, not sure, but it is like a double-headed arrow. It's enamel. Actually, I'm gonna try putting this on. I got some new pillows to put jewelry on, so let's just try it on one of these pillows so that you can see it better. Let's try this. So sorry, let me just stick it in so that it's straight up and down. So yeah, okay. I don't know if this is doing any much better, but it is, let's try this way. Actually pinning it on. Give me a sec. There, that's a bit better. So it is a turquoise in color. Do you see that? I wanted you to see the kind of detail because there's like kind of like lines, like it's kind of like striped. See if we can get it to focus better. There we go, a little bit better. It's tiny, right? It's really tiny. So what do you think? Do you think this is a tie pin or a hat pin? I don't know. It's definitely Victorian. It's got all the hallmarks of sort of a Victorian piece. It's got the, you know, the C clasp on it, right? It doesn't have, you know, more modern clasp. And it's marked. It is marked. And it says, what did it say now? I'm trying to remember. It says sterling. And then the bottom is hard to read. It might even be hallmarks, actually, because it looks like a crown in the middle. An R, maybe. But sterling on top. So, you know, it's, I don't know. It's interesting. It's a very interesting little piece. Very interesting little piece. So this one. Sorry for that commercial interruption. I guess I hit a button. Sorry, guys. Oh dear. So that's that one. Okay, so this one is a bit more of a military piece. So this one is a vintage antique Royal Artillery unique quo ubiqua quo fast a Gloria Ducant badge. So it's a cat badge. All that to say it's a cat badge. But there is writing, and that was what I was reading out. So, oh, there we go. There, it's focused now. I'm going to stay here for a minute. So that's what it looks like. It's a cap badge, a Royal Artillery cap badge. So that's kind of neat. So this I'll probably bring to a live sale for about $21. So probably to trusty hucksters, the drop sale. We'll see. I have to count up and see, right, how many items I've got, because I want to bring 15 to trustees. So if they don't make it to trustees, it'll come to one of my live sales. This is another interesting one. This is a biker's club, and it's a hat pin, and it is the Horex Club lapel pin, lapel or hat pin. So Horex is a type of motorcycle. Interesting, right? See what I mean about it being kind of random and all over the map? So here's another tie pin, a lot of kind of male jewelry here, but not all of it. But so this is the tie pin, and I forget the name of this stone. It's you know that one that's, well, you can see it. It's kind of like aqua kind of color and very kind of sparkly. So if anybody knows what that's called, I forget what that one was called. So that one is just a little tie pin. I'm thinking somewhere around $9, right, at a live sale, something like that for that one. What am I on now? Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So again, so even in this lot, there was things that weren't jewelry, and here's one of them. So this turns out to be an antique scent bottle. I thought it was a snuff bottle, but it's a scent bottle. Isn't that cool? Look at the glass. Isn't that amazing? Wow, very cool. And you can tell it's, you know, got some age to it. So, you know, I looked this up, and I'm thinking about 75, something like that on Etsy, that will go for, because it's an antique, right? It's very collectible. There are a lot of people that collect scent bottles and snuff bottles and things like that. So that's going to probably go up on Etsy. Getting close to showing you my favorite piece of the whole entire lot. That was amazing. So this one is a bit of a mystery. So if you remember from part 1, there was quite a bit of brutalist jewelry, right? So this is what was in near the bottom of the bin kind of thing. And I don't know. To me, it looks like molten silver. I don't know if it's just meant to be raw, organic kind of molten silver, or if this is how the ore was found. And then it looks to me like these are 2 rings of gold. I don't see any marking on them, but they sure do look like gold to me. You know how you can look at gold and it just sort of, you know, really does look like it's gold? Yeah, so very interesting piece. I'll probably take this one to a jeweler, right, to just get some advice on, because it's a bit of an oddball one, right? The next one is a ring. And I'm calling it brutalist because it kind of reminds me again of the brutalist sort of piece. I'm going to have to get this one looked at. So it's, you know, 5 crystals. I don't think they're diamonds. I think they're cubic zirconia or something like that. I did try them with a diamond tester, and but I don't know if I trust my diamond tester. It's quite small. It's probably a size 6, maybe 5, 6, something like that. I can size it, but it is quite cool. I mean, it's, you know, it's well made. It's got quite a bit of metal on it. Did I find a marking on this one? Let me just see if there was a marking on it. To me, it looks like it's handmade. I don't think I did find a mark on it. Actually, maybe there's a letter C or S in there. Yeah, there might be like some kind of yeah, it's a C, I think. Hard to tell. So it's an interesting piece. I'm going to have to do some more research on it. So again, if you want to help me with that, please do. Please feel free to help me out. Really neat. So that was one of the neat surprises in there. And then this was a bit odd. Now, barrel clasps, I found out, were invented in the 30s or 40s. So this has a barrel clasp on it. Here's the barrel clasp. And it's like, I don't know, shell maybe, I guess. Beads, I'm not sure. And then on the bottom is a shell sort of symbol. It looks kind of, I want to say Aztec or something again. Anybody know? Let me know in the comments. Would love to see what you have to say there about this piece, because it's different. It's definitely different. Let me put it on the neck actually, just so we can look at the. Stay on. Let's see. So you can sort of see the what would you say that is? Anybody know that kind of symbol? It's very different. Could be African. And then there's these roses on these kind of silver tone beads on there too. Yeah, so different. Definitely showing some age. So I don't know. It looks like the back of this might be bone too. I don't know. Very, very interesting. So that's the next piece. So that one is another mystery that I'm working on. If you've got some ideas on how to price this, or if you know what it is, then hey, don't be shy in the comments section. Love to hear from you. And did you watch part 1? Did you see anything good in part 1 that you really liked? Here is the next necklace. Now this one's interesting. It's definitely old. It's got the C clasp on it, but I guess what it is it's glass. It's definitely all glass. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it. And unfortunately, it looks like these rondelle beads were supposed to have little rhinestones in them. Do you see how, there's a couple with some rhinestones, but most of them, the rhinestones have fallen out. So this will probably be a cutter one that I'll put in a craft bag of vintage stuff, because they are vintage beads. There's some great vintage, it's interesting vintage beads on there that somebody will use to make a beautiful new piece, right? Resurrect it that way. Or maybe even put new rhinestones in those beads. I mean, you could do that. You could glue in the new rhinestones for sure. Okay, so are we close? We're getting close to my favorite piece. Can't wait to show you. Can't wait to show you. Oh dear. Okay, did you hear that drop? Well, I won't pull them out because I've just dropped a couple of the beads. But so what this one is, well, let me see if I can take it out just enough to show you the type of beads. But they are stone beads, and they have a bit of a pearlescence to them. There was a strand in the first part one as well, but these ones are different. These ones are much more kind of polished than the first one, so not sure what kind of stone that is. I'll have to do some research on that. So there's another one for the craft bin. Okay, so then I've got some flapper beads. I love these. I love these. Look at it. Just very simple glass beads. Now, are these navy blue? I think these are the navy blue ones that I got mixed up in the last video and showed you some black ones. So these are the navy blue ones. So they're really long, right? Really long strand of beads. They are, let's see, 15. Just get my ruler here, sorry. So 15 to there. Oh, this is hard. I should get my measuring tape. Okay, 15. And another 9. So that's 20. 15 and 9 is 24, doubled, right? So that's 48 inches long. Very, very long strand. So again, you can double them up if you like, right? I won't try to do that on camera, but you can double them up. Or what I like to do is leave them long and layer them, right, with other beads. That's what I like doing because then they look really fun, right? So that's a really nice set. And it's got a C clasp on it. Okay, so again, sort of showing its date. They're knotted, which is really great. Really good quality glass beads. Great strand. So what have I got on this one? So this is number 51. So I'm thinking of about $18 in a live sale for those beautiful flapper beads. And now, this is where I get to show you my favorite piece. You tell me if you think it's your favorite. See if we're on the same page. But I love Victorian jewelry, and this one just stole my heart. So it is a flying scarab Victorian brooch. There's the back of it. It's brass. You see it's brass there. And it's, definitely got the hallmarks of it being Victorian. But what's really cool is, do you see there's 2 little stones there? Try and get a close up there. You're probably not going to see them because they're small. But to me, under a loupe, they look like emeralds, raw emeralds. So we'll see. I'll have to do some more investigation on that one. But isn't that amazing? Oh, I just love it. So that's it for size. It's going to be hard to part with that one, I think. I don't know. I'll probably have to keep it in a little bit before I'm ready to part with that one. Because it's just neat. I love that whole Egyptian revival that was very popular in the Victorian era. And this is like a classic example of that, right? Yeah, just really, really neat. And it's really cool when I look at these stones with the loupe because they're really raw. It's really raw. It might just be glass, but it's interesting. So yeah, have somebody have a look at that for me. Somebody that sort of specializes in estate jewelry. So that was 52. So 53. Okay, here's another great thing. Love these two. Love these two. But I'll probably part with this. It is a little choker necklace, and I believe that these are Venetian glass beads. Could be Czech as well. It's hard to tell. Could be Czech, but just gorgeous. There were a lot of other Czech sort of pieces in here as well. So, they very well could be Czech beads, but just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Here, let me put it on the neck. That'll make it look better. So you can really see. Really, really, really pretty. I love these kind of spacer beads as well. Really neat. Really great piece. And again, it's got the C clasp on it, I believe, on this one. Where did I see that? Yeah, the C clasp, right? Definitely showing age to this piece. Oh, just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Like this, even the end cap or the bead caps. Look at the bead caps on these. Can you see them? Oh, they're like leaves, kind of very ornate leaves on there. So neat. So cool. Do I have a price on this one yet? So this is 53. No, I haven't decided yet. Probably will go up on Etsy. These are quite valuable, right? So they'll probably go up on Etsy. Gold tone of brown beads with, oh yeah, this was an interesting necklace. Because most of the stuff, as I said, is either Victorian or mid-century. I don't know where this one falls. So it's a long, again, chain, right? It's got the C clasp, so it's older. You know, if it wasn't in this lot, I probably would have guessed more like 80s, but maybe not. Look at so the beads are, I don't even know what they're made out of. Like, they feel like maybe wood. I think they're wood, some type of wood. And it's kind of a gold tone. And it is 15 inches, so 30 inches long. Okay. So it's still really different. I had put this one at $9 for a live sale. So I'll bring that to a live sale coming up soon. And oh yes, this one. Look at this one. This one is really interesting. I've called it an artisan made silver geometric pull apart brooch. Because look at this. So it's a very kind of geometric shape, right? Really kind of different. I don't think it's meant to be anything. I think it's just meant to be kind of sculptural. But and then it's, you know, there's a pin on the back. And I was looking at it going, what do I, how do I get the pin to open? Like I don't see a clasp. I just see this kind of box. Do you see the box there? Well, then I realized that you have to pull it apart to put the pin on, to, put it on, and then you just push it back into the hole. Now, where's the hole? There. I don't see it here. There it is. Yeah, and then you put it back like that. Isn't that wild? I think this is mid-century. I think it's artisan made. It's not, I don't see a signature. I have looked. I don't see a signature. Very unique piece. So yeah, if anybody knows anything more on this piece, I'd really like to hear, because I think this is one that could be quite valuable. Again, just going to wait and see on that one. And oh yeah, okay, so the next thing, again, here we go with the random again, right? So I'm going to take a drink. I feel a bit dehydrated today, so I'm trying to drink water. So hopefully that'll influence you too, to go get a glass of water. If you don't have one, go grab one. It's always good to drink more water. So this was in there, and it's beautiful leather. It's just the most supple, gorgeous leather. Okay. And look at it. It's a little kind of, what it is it's a ticket holder. And so what's in here is some tickets, and they're really cool. So this one says, government tax included. Admit one. No Nickelodeon Limited, Vancouver. So I live in Vancouver, or near Vancouver. So it's a ticket, I think, to get into the movie theater. Then there's these ones. I'm going to be very careful with them because they're, and they are tickets. I believe these ones are the subway. Yeah, because what it says on the back is adult fares 70 cents. tickets, and then it's 4 for $25 or 10 for $1. Good for one fare. And then it says the Toronto Transportation Commission on this side. And aren't these fun? This one says limited class, good for one fare from 5:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Oh, look at the graphics on this one. Love the way Toronto is. Isn't that cool? Oh, just love it. So there's another one like that, but a different color. So I guess there must be, you know, probably have different classes or something. There's a bus one, a bus ticket. Where's this one from? Municipality of West Vancouver, not liable for delays, accidental or otherwise. Oh, so summer from Toronto, summer from Vancouver. This one says RC Electric Railway Limited, Vancouver. Railway system. So it's a ticket for the railway system. This one's a bit, you know, more rough. And then the last one is more of these bus tickets, and it's like 4 of them or 3 of them together. Isn't that cool? So I guess back in the day, right, they had these little leather portfolios to keep their tickets in. I'm trying to figure out how they would go in the, I don't know how they would fit in. I don't seem to fit in this way. I guess some maybe did fit in, you know, in there, but these were all sort of tucked in the back part here. But just, you know, the most lovely, lovely leather. Feels so nice to the touch. I'm not sure what to do with that one because, again, it's hard to price these things, right? I'll probably put that up on Etsy because it just is so unique. Isn't this the most amazing selection of things? Like, just such interesting, random, right? I love going through this and doing the research. Now, this piece I really, really like for me. Unfortunately, it's missing one stone. So I'll probably just replace that stone and keep it because I just think it's fun. So it's I believe, a mid-century piece. That's the back of it, you know. Yeah, just a fun piece of lucite with, you know, rhinestones in it. So I like that piece. Then, okay, here we go with random again. A Calgary Stampede bolo. A Calgary Stampede bolo. So here's a bolo tie, right? And there's what it has on it. So it says, what did it say? Lipton Lever Ponds, Lever Ponds, Calgary Stampede. Is there a date? 1975. 1975. Okay, so there are some 70s stuff in here too. 1975, right? The bolo ends on it. I'll probably bring this to a live sale for $15, thinking. So bring that to something soon. 58. Okay, so what's 59? Oh, yes, this pendant. Where does that go? Oh, here it is. Again, this to me looks 70s, 80s even. And it looks to me like almost one of those hand-stamped piece of jewelry on a silver chain. And it says, today is a gift, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. Tomorrow a mystery is what it says on it. So that's kind of fun. Very simple, very sort of minimalist. That I think will come to a live sale for $15. And then I've got a stone pendant. It could be a piece of turquoise, not sure. Again, it's a turquoise stone, but it's not turquoise. I shouldn't say it's turquoise because it doesn't look like turquoise to me either. But I'm not sure what the stone is. Anybody got any ideas on this one? It's, you know, quite a bit of color to it. It's quite a dark turquoise. I don't know. Very interesting piece. So that's another one that I thought maybe 15 at a live sale. Black stone cufflinks. So then I got another pair of cufflinks. So stuff for the men around here too. Not just all for the women. Or for those that like to be sort of gender neutral too, because sometimes cufflinks can be, you know, you see women wearing them as well, right? So very cool. Black stone, gold tone cufflinks. And again, 15 will be what I'll put those up on at a live sale or on Etsy. And then there was this crest pin that's kind of interesting. It looks like it's like the what do you call it? Like the blank, right? And maybe you're supposed to put your family crest on it or something. But it's definitely Victorian. The pin goes beyond. It's got the C clasp again, you know, but there's no, you know, there's nothing on it. So I don't know if they had it as a blank and were intending to do it or what. So I'm not sure what to do with that again. I think that would be great. Maybe I'll bring this to an arts and crafts sale coming up too. That might be a good piece for that. Oh, and then I've got a bottle opener that I thought I would give to my brother. It's for a Scottish type of scotch, an old bottle opener. So that was in the slot as well. Again, very random, right? And then this piece is interesting. This is again one that's on my research list to do more research because it's very unusual. So it almost looks like some kind of a crest or thing of arms, like I don't know, what you call this? And it's brass. Definitely got age to it. And I think those are fish there. You see? I don't know. It looks really interesting. You know, it's got tons of patina. I don't know. I don't know. Very interesting piece. When I'll, you know, do some more research or hold on to, talk to people about, you know, because it's very odd. Here's another one that I'm trying to research as well. Now, this looks like really early plastic on here. And you see it's kind of like a stylized rose. Makes me think of Charles Rennie Mackintosh. There's the back. I believe it's a belt buckle. You know, for a very thin belt. I don't know. Let me know again in the chat. What do you think? Really interesting, right? Could be Bakelite on there. It doesn't feel like stone. It definitely feels more like plastic. But again, really interesting piece. Really interesting piece. I probably have said that, what, about 30 times in this? Okay, you ready for some more random? You meant like, here's the ultimate random. There was a bullet. There was a bullet in the lot. Okay, very weird, right? I know. Oh, goodness gracious. And then, so there was the bullet. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is some rhinestone earrings. And they're interesting. So, oh, they're just not coming up very well. They're actually kind of more of they're pastel kind of colors. Oh, there you can kind of see how they're kind of a little bit tinges of yellow. To me, they look like, and I don't even know if this is a thing, but you know the watermelon rhinestones that are really quite colorful? Well, these look like a muted version of that. They have all different color in them. Like I see greens, I see pink, I see yellows. Just really unusual. Unfortunately, they're not signed. I couldn't find a signature on them. Definitely got some age. I mean, there's the back to them. But yeah, it's just the stones themselves. I'll have to take some photos of these because they're just really interesting. So that's it. So that is part 2 of this lot of this haul from this auction. But there's actually going to be a part 3. Can you believe it? It'll probably be a smaller video, a shorter video, but there is some more to show you. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this kind of thing, if you love jewelry as much as I do, let me know. Love to hear from you. And don't forget to show up my live sale on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. Every Tuesday, I do a live sale on YouTube. And also check out my Etsy store. I'll put a link in the show notes below so you can go check out my Etsy store as well. Love you all. Thank you for watching. And give me a thumbs up if you like this content. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll be alerted to any time I load up some new content. Take care. Love you. Bye now.